Oh, we're solid. We're solid. We got some fast kids.
You'll hear the director say on guard, ready, fence.
It definitely requires you to react immediately as you leave the barrel because it's fast.
Fire! I love this job. I'm very happy right now.
Hello, hi. How are you folks? When I see people now, I think I might never see them again.
I'd rather sit down and paint something through celebration.
He sat there, took the time, hours, even after my shift, to sit there and talk to me. It was just like talking to my grandpa.
I'm not going to change the world, but I'm going to help it.
Hello and welcome to Behind the Lens, WGAL News 8 Storytellers Project. I'm News 8's Ann Shannon. You see their work every day. The images they capture are powerful, but the talented team of photographers here at WGAL often avoid the spotlight. Until now, this is their time to shine. Over the next hour, we'll highlight the amazing work of this talented team. So let's jump right in, literally. Did you know there's a place in the Susquehanna Valley where divers jump from twice the height of the tallest Olympic diving event? Photojournalist Andy Manifold takes us to Dutch Wonderland Amusement Park to capture the daring dives.
Oh, look!
Once upon a time.
I would just say it's a very interactive, fun, thrilling show that brings the guest in on an adventure.
Well, today we're putting on a live dragon show for the audience here at Dutch Wonderland.
I didn't really know what I was getting myself into when I signed up for this job.
We love just to entertain.
Oh yeah, I love this job. I'm very happy right now.
There's really not a lot of high diving shows here in the States.
65 feet. Yeah, we jump from a little higher than most people.
This is something that's very unique.
They don't have high diving in the Olympics. They have regular springboard diving, which is 3 meter, and then they have 10 meter. But what we do is much higher than any of those.
It's different.
Everything that I learned when I was doing the dive shows was off of these boards that you can see right here.
There's probably 100 calculations I make as soon as I'm jumping off the platform. So it's a bunch of different things going on.
Oh, it's amazing. The adrenaline rush is what it's all about.
I started my first year diving here.
There we go, perfect.
And Emily taught me.
I've never went up to the top. I have only jumped from the first perch, which is about 40 feet. I'm afraid of heights. I am deathly afraid of heights. Your legs just start feeling like jello. You have spaghetti noodles for arms, and you really just don't know what to do with yourself. And then you jump.
It is exciting every time.
But it's really fun just being able to see the whole crowd cheering for you and just kind of flying.
Wow, that is incredible. Whether it's the State Farm Show or any one of the county fairs across the Susquehanna Valley, we love a good community celebration. Our News 8 photojournalist captures some of our favorites.
Do you see the cows?
There's so much to take in at the Pennsylvania Farm Show.
Food, the people, the shows, the animals.
Are you guys having fun?
Parents who've been coming here since they were young.
You like horses.
I come every year since I was a kid.
Girls, we're gonna see the horses.
Can't wait to share the experience
That one's so cool.
with their own children.
That's like the biggest horse I've ever seen in my life.
This is my son Noah. This is his second time here at the farm show.
For the little ones, seeing the animals is a special treat. The Bender and Whitmer families brought their children.
A little closer up here.
Eyes wide open. Yeah, amazing. Yeah. For their eyes to just see all the animals.
And friends tagged along. Anna and Madison are experiencing the wonders of this celebration of farming for the very first time.
Come over here to get a better look. I really like the animals out there. They were really fun. I really want to see the butter sculpture.
Ooh, yeah.
From the cows. You ever milked a cow?
No. We went to Turkey Hill thing and we did it.
No, we're not gonna play in the straw.
To the horses and sheep.
Oh my gosh, look at
To the food, of course. You like milkshakes?
Yeah.
It's an unforgettable experience.
Are you cute? Yeah, you're cute.
Dorothy and Elphaba are not only cute, but a rare breed in North America.
They are Meishan pigs imported from China with a name that means virtuous beauty. That beauty, face wrinkles, dangly ears, and a laid-back personality.
They're very docile and more nice than other ones.
The Morancic family started breeding Meishans about 2 years ago at their Blue Hill Acres farm in Schuylkill County.
They're easy to handle. Once you befriend them, they're a lot easier to handle.
I walk them around and I play with them and give them treats.
Grace's work paid off. The 9-year-old showed Dorothy in the youth swine show at the Lebanon Area Fair. It's the first time the Meishan has been shown in a class of its own in the nation. The gilt was named Grand Champion for the breed.
She did fantastic. And they looked all spiffy.
Good girl.
Lena Wojtik also showed her Meishan, Magdalene. She likens them to another animal.
Big, fluffy teddy bears. It's a different breed than everyone else at the fair.
The Meishans eat regular pig food just like other breeds. But because they're so sedentary, they don't eat like pigs. They sometimes leave their food to take a nap. But that lazy lifestyle makes for tasty, juicy meat.
They do have a lot more fat content than the rest of the market hogs do, but that's kind of what makes them special.
These special girls will be sold to the highest bidder.
Good girl.
Grace will be sad to say goodbye as they head to hog heaven, but that's farm living.
Hello, my name is Alexander Cortez. I'm a 6th-generation trapeze performer, human cannonball, and I'm a member of the Flying Cortez Trapeze Spectacular Show. I've been performing for 41 years. I started when I was 6 years old. The cannon weighs over 7,000 pounds. It is exactly 28 feet long in total length. The first time I was in there, I definitely questioned myself on what was I doing in there. It's really small, it's enclosed, it's only 12 inches. It's actually pretty soundproof. I can't really hear a lot out here. My assistant sits in the back and she communicates with me through a microphone, and I can be able to hear her on the countdown because there's a certain position that I have to be in before I shoot out. When you're shooting that far, it definitely requires you to react immediately as you leave the barrel because it's fast. Fire! It's not like jumping off a cliff. It's like somebody shoving you in the back as hard as they possibly can, and then you have to position yourself to land correctly. Like I physically cannot see myself going through there. It's just, I'm out. It's so quick. I'm shooting at about 100 feet, and I'm flying at about 40 feet in the air. It's definitely a great experience, and there's nothing else that I'd rather be doing.
Can't even imagine. Well, some stories our team encounter require a bit of a different perspective. That's when we take our eyes to the skies. AirView 8, courtesy of Chief Drone Pilot Joe Sanks, lets us capture a bird's eye view of fires, storm damage, traffic issues, and so much more. These are views we could never get from ground level. Now let's head to Harrisburg with Joe and News 8 reporter Tom Lehman to see our drone in action.
A team of volunteers sorts through a mess of branches from downed trees in Bellevue Park.
It was devastating to see this beautiful area like this. So, you know, when my husband saw that we could volunteer, we did it.
This group is working under the guidance of Disaster Aid USA, a nonprofit that organizes cleanups after events like the nearly 2-week-old tornado. The organization will leave the heavy lifting and breakdown of larger branches and downed trees to the city of Harrisburg, but they're also arming volunteers with protective gear so they can help organize the smaller branches and other debris.
We're thinking about a little bit ahead because schools start next week. Kids will be walking this roadway. The parents will be driving their kids, and school buses will be rolling through here. We don't want any debris on the roadways and so on.
Harrisburg's Public Works Department is also working on removing a large number of downed trees, seen here from above with AirView 8. But as staffers ship out the debris, they'll take whatever help they can get from the community.
They came through and offered volunteers to, which is boots on the ground, which is really what's needed to clear out a lot of the brush. Then our heavy equipment can go in and grab the bigger pieces.
And there's a lot more to come on our Behind the Lens special. Much like a snow cone itself, things eventually melt away. But that doesn't mean they weren't sweet while they lasted. We're taking a look at the end of an era for a beloved York County business. We'll also hear the stories from 2 A2 Care Award winners and how they gave back to their communities. Plus later, a York County man turning his illness into art. The heartwarming story of the painting patient. All that and more as Behind the Lens continues after this break. Welcome back to Behind the Lens, a WGAL News 8 Storytellers project. Every year, the 8 Who Care Awards give us the opportunity to recognize Susquehanna Valley residents for their service to our community. Our News 8 photojournalists, along with anchors Lori Burkholder and Jerry Gish, shine a light on their efforts.
This is the not so glamorous part.
It's not your typical 9-to-5 job Betsy Shank initially set out to do.
It's taken a long time to get here.
But it's the one she says she was called to do.
When I found my first squirrel back in 2010, I found my calling in life. I mean, I really did.
It was that baby squirrel that led Betsy on a journey.
These babies were born via cesarean 5 weeks ago yesterday.
She became a wildlife rehabber and opened her own center, Acorn Acres.
I specialize in squirrels, bunnies, cottontails, and woodchucks, or groundhogs.
She takes care of what she calls the little guys.
She's on her second syringe. She's going to be done here real quick. Our number one goal was to always get them back outside. If the animal can't be fixed, we give them the peace that they deserve.
With the help of interns and volunteers, she's helped hundreds of animals get a second chance.
Sometimes it's a healthy baby and they just need a warm, safe space to grow up. Other times there's broken bones, there's sicknesses, so we use medications.
Acorn Acres is run out of Betsy's home, but that's about to change.
You have just shy of 7 feet, it's 81 inches.
The center is expanding and moving to a bigger building.
This will be the very first commercial wildlife rehabilitation facility in Lancaster County.
David Achel is Betsy's husband, who's been there from the start, supporting and watching her dream become a reality.
The dedication she has to it is just unbelievable. It's just an honor to be part of what she does.
So this is a southern flying squirrel. Isn't she cute? She's native to Lancaster County. She's from Willow Street. Her name is Scarlet.
When she's not rehabbing, she's educating others.
This is Snags. She's 9 years old. Everybody sees squirrels, but do you know that they have 4 fingers on the front and 5 on the back? Probably not. With Snags, I can show you that.
With the help of her ambassador animals, like Snags, Elliot, and Baby Lily, Betsy can let people see them up close and share why they're so important.
They're the basis and the foundation to our ecosystem. Squirrels are the #1 propagators of our forests. They are literally planting the trees that clean the air that we breathe.
They are the animals we see in our backyards that Betsy says we shouldn't take for granted. And if they're orphaned, ill, abandoned, or sick, she and her team are there to help.
I'm not going to change the world, but I'm going to help it. I get to be one of the few people in the world that gets to say, I live my dream every day.
Hi, Caitlin. Hey, everybody.
It's a weekday afternoon at Gigi's Playhouse near Lancaster.
Hi. Oh.
And as always, Alicia Fitzwater is welcoming everyone who comes through the door.
Hey. Oh, Mommy's here. Yay. Hi. High five. Yeah. Nice.
Many here, people with Down syndrome and their loved ones, consider this a second home and a second family. The person who may be most responsible for that is Alicia.
Alicia's amazing. She was the first person I ever met when we came to Gigi's, and she just puts you at ease right away.
Alicia has been involved from the beginning at Gigi's, a national organization that provides programs for people with Down syndrome, which Alicia and others work to bring to Lancaster County.
Pick up your 2 circles.
Now, she's here almost every evening and most weekends, volunteering her time to help enhance the lives of the participants.
People with Down syndrome, they wear that diagnosis on their face, and when people see them, they may judge them right away from the time they see them because of an experience they had or just the unknown. And so what I like to do is just really advocate for them. They're just building their confidence, building their strength, coming to weekly and monthly programs. They're just being able to do so much more.
For parents like Kelly Rogers, Gigi's and Alicia are godsends. Her son Parker was just 8 months old when they started coming here.
It was just like an instant feeling of community and acceptance and feeling like it was going to be okay. There's an incredible like community here of kids who are all friends here and outside of here, and parents who can just lean on one another for support.
Dozens of volunteers make the programs at Gigi's possible, but Alicia is the engine that makes everything go.
Alicia lives and breathes Gigi's. When I first started, she was my mentor. She was the first person I met from Gigi's, and she was really the one who made me fall in love with it.
For Alicia, it's all about helping everyone reach their highest potential
They're so capable, and we're just trying to show the world that they can do things so people believe in them.
by celebrating one small achievement at a time.
I get emotional. I mean, there's times, there's tears at Gigi's, happy tears. I mean, we cry, we laugh, everything together, yeah.
Changing lives, helping families, and creating an invaluable community.
She's a very good person, she's a very good heart, and she's just amazing.
They're worth it. I mean, just people with Down syndrome, they bring so much to my life as well. So, you know, I'm here to help them, but really they're helping me as well.
She has changed my life. She's changed my kid's life. She believes in you when no one else does, and she just helps you get through some tough stuff.
You guys are amazing. I'm so proud of you.
I just can't say enough good things about her. I don't know how I could ever thank her for everything she's done for us.
3, 2, 1,
Beautiful stories coming up on our Behind the Lens special.
Used to own a funeral home. I knew Jerry from church. I told him my strength was eating, not cooking.
So some retirees like to kick back after their working days, but not these two York County friends. See how they are cooking up meals for the needy. And some people's fandom goes beyond owning a jersey and maybe going to a game. Take a look. Meet the two Baltimore Ravens super fans here in the Susquehanna Valley, recognized by the team itself.
RAVENS, Ravens. Woo! There are fans.
We got Pope.
And then there are fans.
This is like my good weather hat, and then you have like the rain weather hats that you don't want to get, obviously, it destroyed.
Katie Overly and Dr. Michael Valona
I'm gonna get them framed.
have earned the distinction of Baltimore Ravens Fans of the Year.
The Justin Tucker game-winning field goal, a must-have for any fan.
Katie in 2022.
You think it's 1 in a million. I rarely win off a $5 lottery ticket, let alone a national competition.
This year, 2023.
Michael earned the 2023 title after his brother Andrew secretly nominated him.
Michael Belliona.
The Ravens surprised him,
Congratulations.
I wasn't sure exactly what they were doing at first.
announcing his victory during a Ravens game against Seattle.
Presented me with the large Super Bowl tickets, and then I realized what was happening, and it was really exciting.
Ironically, both Michael and Katie live in the Susquehanna Valley.
Willow Street?
I live in Enola, yes. Loaded up my bar with all the shot glasses.
Their love of the Ravens came about differently.
The hat was sort of custom made.
Katie, a basketball player, was looking for a football team to cheer on.
Went to my first NFL game, which everyone should experience. Awesome experience, and just fell in love with Baltimore. The fans, the stadium, the players, the demeanor of what it is to play like a Raven.
Michael grew up in Baltimore.
I was a big fan of the Baltimore Colts before they left Baltimore. And then when the Ravens came to Baltimore, I immediately latched on. A picture of C.J. Mosley.
In addition to being rabid Ravens fans,
announced the winner, that Twitter feed right there.
both work in healthcare.
I talked a lot about my career in nursing.
Katie is a nurse at Brethren Village. She shared that in her Fan of the Year application.
Just because that was, important to me.
It's more than just face painting and who can scream the loudest and cheer the loudest. They do put a lot of emphasis on community service. That's going to be a nice one.
A mild-mannered doctor by day. On game day, Michael turns into...
They call me the beads guy.
Michael and his family hand out beads at home games.
He needs some beads. He needs some beads.
I'll go down with several bags of beads and then come home with nothing.
Fans of the year are showered with pigskin perks for their good work.
Hey, Ravens Nation!
Katie and her son Bryce went to the NFL draft in Kansas City.
A mother and son have a special bond, of course, and he's sort of my partner in crime.
Each went on stage to announce a Ravens draft pick.
Tavius Robinson!
An unforgettable experience.
Scariest but exciting things I've ever done in my life.
to get up on that stage and do that. But so rewarding.
The Baltimore Ravens select Caillou Blue Kelly.
Getting up on the stage, I was like shaking and so nervous. It's like something I'll never forget.
And Michael can't wait to make his own memory, going to the Super Bowl in Las Vegas with his brother.
I just hope that the Ravens are there, and it'd be great to cheer my own team on.
Birds of a feather flock together, right? Well, from Sunday Night Football to the Olympics and the U.S. Women's Open, 2024 gave us plenty to cheer for. Our News 8 photojournalist captured some of the highlights.
It's really dynamic from the middle all the way to the end of the strip.
Foil is the smallest and lightest of the three weapons.
Target is a little bit different, so opposed to epee where it's the full body, or foil where you're going for the torso, and saber is anything from the waist up.
The big thing with foil is it has the rules called right of way. In epee, if we both hit at the same time, we both get a point.
I'll take it double.
In foil, the referee's looking to determine who initiated the action and who's reacting.
Any piece of the saber that hits your opponent will register a touch. Saber is a weapon where you're always on the race to get right of way. The way that I love to explain to people is very similar to when you're driving a car and you reach a crosswalk, you see a pedestrian, you give them the right of way, you let them cross the street.
If I initiate an action and the other fencer is the one reacting, I'm going to be rewarded with the point.
You'll hear the director say, on guard, ready, fence.
On guard.
And what you want to look for is whoever starts first with their feet and is moving their hand towards the opponent.
Fencing is a game of millimeters. The distance is so tight, the fencers are going so fast and they're so close together. Watch the slow motion replays and see how when people miss, it is by the tiniest hair, and when they hit, it is also, they barely hit.
I have 3 daughters. I have twins, and then I have one daughter that's a year older, so they're almost like triplets. And I got them all tickets, so they're all here this week.
I just saw someone, her name's Alexa Pano, and she's like 19 years old, and she's really cool because she's like my age, so I got her to sign my hat, and it's pretty cool.
We were at the third green, and a gentleman was standing next to us and knelt down next to CJ, and he said, "Who are you here to follow today?" And she said, "Tally." And he handed her a golf ball and he said, "You tell my daughter to sign this for you today."
I want to be the person that always signs autographs and always takes some pictures, and I feel like it's great to inspire young people knowing that I was once them. It's awesome to have fans, especially like young girls, because I know I was in their shoes one time.
The youngest person on the course today is only 7 years older than her. It's just absolutely just such an inspiration for her and just for other girls her age.
It's just awesome to see that people are finally watching women's sports and people that support women, you know, even for the youngsters to the seniors, you know, everybody's just having a great time out here, and I feel like we're doing what we love, so people that support that are really amazing.
Do you think it's cool to see how far girls can go in sports and whatever they can put their mind to? Yeah.
Can you sign, please?
She's asking tons of questions, very interested. She's looking forward to playing. It's really a lot of fun. She's just watching her and all of the women out here. It's
10.
incredibly inspirational for somebody her age.
11 signatures so far. I've spent all my life been wanting to get to see Nelly Korda and some other girls that I've been saw on TV, and I just wanted to come out to see all the girls play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have 9.
It's just a beautiful golf course and just very inspirational seeing all these women play. Hopefully one day the girls will be just like them. It really gets us really excited. I mean, today in the car they were just like, I'm so excited, and we're looking at all the future US Opens happening, and I'm saying, that could be you at Marion in however many years.
There were so many great moments at the Women's Open for young and old. And you know, a lot of retirees love spending time on the links, but photojournalist Greg Berkey found 2 who are spending their time in the kitchen.
We are doing chicken breasts.
Rice and roasted Brussels sprouts.
We try to give them a really good meal.
We prefer fresh over canned.
It's a scratch kitchen.
So we make everything pretty much from scratch.
You want it a little spicier?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Jack and I work every Friday.
It's always an interesting experience when we're here because we never know what we're going to be cooking.
We haven't missed a meal yet. We haven't been late yet anyway. Been close a couple times. I'd like to volunteer cooking, and she said, good, can you start Friday? I just was looking for a place to serve others. How nice and yellow this rice is with that chicken broth.
We get a lot of satisfaction out of it.
It's been a blessing for me.
We get here around 8:15 in the morning now. Jerry and I, being that we're retired, at least we were smart enough not to volunteer to do breakfast. I'm gonna start putting these other chicken in there and just pan it up. We start serving at 11:15. I don't have any chef or cooking background. Used to own a funeral home. I knew Jerry from church. I told him my strength was eating, not cooking.
I worked at Millersville University for 35 years. You know, we always knew what was going to be on the menu that day.
For the most part, it's hit and miss of what we have ingredients-wise, and we just figure stuff out.
Did you see any salt?
Compared to a regular kitchen, you can't depend on anything.
We show up in the morning and they basically give me the protein that we're going to use for that day. Then I look in the storeroom, look in the walk-in, see what vegetables are available. Again, we have a million Brussels sprouts. We're trying to make things that are fresh and trying to make things that are sort of healthy. Today we're going to do like a honey balsamic glaze and roast them. It's a blackberry barbecue sauce.
Most recipes we do in here, one and done. You know, you're never going to have the same ingredients. There's about 7 or 8, 10 different things in there.
It'll be like nothing they've ever tried. There is a rush. It's just like any other kitchen when you're preparing for 200 people. We're good to go.
You guys hungry today?
It's always nice when we have somebody come up to us afterwards and tells us that that's the best this or that they've ever had.
I like the cooks. The cooks they do pretty good.
We're just trying to make things look a little more appealing.
The rice is fluffy today, like people like it.
They chef it up. They make sure you're eating healthy.
Jack and I enjoy it. You know, it gives me a reason to get up Friday mornings, you know, and I know what day it is. You know, when you retire, you're like, what is today? And I'm like, well, you know, I know when Friday is because it's the day I'm coming here.
Still to come on our Behind the Lens special.
The nurses and stuff, they were attending to me. I wanted to show some appreciation.
This York County artist learned a new art form despite his illness. See how he's using painting to give back to his caregivers. Plus, what does it take to keep the party going? The sights, and more importantly, the sounds on the day-to-day life of a local DJ. The creative juices are always flowing here at News 8 and across the Susquehanna Valley. So these next few stories highlight our team's skill not only when it comes to photography, but also their incredible editing.
They need extra mics today, so 2 mic racks. I got started DJing not long after I got married. I'd always been into music. I worked at a music store. I had a bunch of friends who were DJs too, so we got together. He kind of showed me the ropes a little bit on how to technically DJ. Some of the tricks, you know, about beat mixing and that kind of stuff, and how to do some of that work, and then, you know, kind of went from there. Check, check, check.
Do you want to work on getting out of that case the uplights? I've always liked setting up equipment, being behind the scenes. I joined the AV club in 7th grade, and Mr. Kresge was my AV club advisor, and he DJ'd the school dances. So I always got to help set up all the equipment with him, and that's pretty much how I got interested.
The summer before freshman year of high school, I knew a guy who was older than me at my church who was a DJ, and I started to just kind of think about it. I was like, oh, that would be a lot of fun, like being able to do that for like friends parties. So I borrowed a friend's controller, learned how to DJ on my iPad too. That's where I really first started. And then, yeah, I think I did a house party freshman year sometime in the fall. You know, it was right around the homecoming season. And it went really well. It was a lot of fun. Okay, yeah, I want to keep doing this. So, you know, over time I kind of built myself up.
My favorite part about weddings in particular is just, you know, getting to share someone's day, getting to help them celebrate, you know, such a big moment in their lives. And over the years, you know, being somebody who's done a lot of weddings, you know, being able to share some of my experiences and help people have better days, because I've seen things that have worked and don't work, and can give them helpful tips. When everything's going right and people are really into it and they're having a good time, it just makes it that much better.
I actually enjoy setting up for the school dances over the weddings. It's always neat to see the different venues that we take our rig into and how we can transform the space. Set up for a school dance, the primary focus is always on the lighting. We want to be able to maximize the amount of light that we're putting out on the dance floor. We want to be able to make sure it's fun for the kids. We're changing colors, we're changing gobos. For weddings, it's more of the elegant feel. We want to keep fixtures out of the way for the bride and groom.
Seeing people come together through music, like it really seems to be like a point of connection for people. Like oftentimes especially with like a homecoming or a prom, you have a bunch of different students in a room. A lot of them don't know each other, because high school can be like very cliquey. But it's really cool to see, them all kind of just jamming out to the same songs and like getting down to the same stuff.
Wham! My favorite band. I'm the #2 listener of Last Christmas in the World, so gotta rep my favorite band.
Vinyl-thon is an international event where college radio stations all over the world come together this weekend. It's the 20th and 21st.
Basically, students can come out, bring their vinyls, we'll play it outside for them. They can sit out, enjoy some fun music.
Thank you very much for coming today. It's good for teenagers, young adults to be exposed to that because most of the music that we consume is digital.
Just the crackle, like the vinyl is even like super cool to like listen to.
Radio is actually still cool. This is a way to get people interested in radio, and it's a good segue.
Organizers say the Latino Ball is a great way to connect with Latino leaders and professionals.
Hispanic Americans really contribute to the community and economic development of this entire region, creating jobs, creating businesses.
And gathering so many people, as they did in these photos from last year's event, is a great celebration during Hispanic History Month.
Bringing to the forefront the contributions that Latino Americans, Hispanic Americans are bringing to South Central Pennsylvania is extremely important as that community continues to grow by leaps and bounds compared to any other ethnic demographic group.
But really, this event is always remembered as a big old party.
This entire space is honestly transformed.
It's an evening of music, food, and culture. This year, the theme is Spain.
Members of our team actually traveled to Spain to learn the culture, the music, and arts.
The highlight of the event will be the presentation of 3 awards, recognizing achievements that better the community.
Our humanitarian award this year goes out to Reverend Dr. Lorena Marshall Blake, President of the Independence Blue Cross Foundation. Our Community Leader of the Year award goes out to State Representative Joanny Cepeda Fretis. And our Workforce Champion goes out to WEPA Empowerment Center.
And Rafael Torres, the founder of Working to Empower People for Advancement.
In today's world that we're living in, people are made to believe that our differences is what needs to divide us, right? Where I believe that our differences is actually what brings us together. And I'm really excited that all of that is celebrated in one night at Latino Ball.
We come back in and you just putting some pedals in.
For 76-year-old Jay Meyer, painting is more than a hobby.
I'd rather sit down and paint something for somebody.
After a Bob Ross class in 1997, Jay taught himself how to paint.
It's very relaxing for me. I'm still able to do something with my hands, being creative like that.
Relaxation, something that doesn't come easy for Jay, as he has chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, a condition that makes it difficult to breathe.
There is no cure for it. As time goes on, I'm getting worse. I have to use a rollator, a walker here. When we go out, we have a wheelchair. I can still walk around, but it's getting harder to do that.
He started with oil paintings, but because of the fumes, he switched to watercolors and acrylics.
They're scattered throughout the house.
Jay's brush never slows, despite the frequent visits to the hospital.
I've been in the hospital like 7 times in this year alone, so it's like 1 a month. I came down with COVID. I was able to avoid it until this January. Got very sick with it. While I was in there, I had my wife bring in some bookmarkers because the nurses and stuff, they were attending to me I wanted to show some appreciation.
With talent that extends beyond the canvas and into people's hearts, nurses nicknamed Jay the painting patient.
I asked them what do they like. One of them had liked horses, so I did a horse's head, flowers, mountains and stuff like that. I was painting away and handing them out to them, so they really enjoyed it. And it gives me good pleasure to have something like that, Tim. Kindness and stuff like that. I like to see their faces light up when they see it. It's just something to take home with them.
The nurse who loves horses, that's Heavenly Connors, who says Jay's heartfelt gift is now a treasured possession.
It's like right in front of my bed, so like every time I wake up in the morning, that's the first thing that I see. He was just so special because I don't have my grandparents anymore. And he sat there, took the time, hours, even after my shift, to sit there and talk to me. It was just like talking to my grandpa again. I never felt that connection with someone.
Those connections made simply with a slip of paper, a little paint, and a lot of passion from the painting patient.
I will continue to paint as much as I possibly can.
To follow Jay's painting journey, you can head to our website, WGAL.com, for a link to his artwork page. Coming up on our Behind the Lens special, the trout stocking at Kiwanis Lake in York is a Labor Day tradition, and we're taking you into the water to see what's getting reeled in.
Do you like this?
I like green eggs in ham.
I am. Eat your heart out. We're taking a look at holiday celebrations around the Susquehanna Valley, including this Lancaster County Elementary School's Storybook Breakfast.
The idea behind this derby is to get young children and families out fishing, celebrate the beginning of spring, but more importantly, help install a lifelong recreational hobby in youngsters. It's a very inexpensive recreational outlet.
Here we go. The one thing will be that you'll get a chance to catch is, you'll see that one child will have one fish on a stringer. And when you do, the smile that you see on their face is priceless.
It's something that children can take on, during their youth years in life, and can carry that hobby throughout their entire adulthood, and as well as teach their own children. We're hoping for a great turnout because of being our 25th year.
What a great event. And each year we all look forward to our favorite holidays and events. So here are a few stories where our photojournalists got a unique perspective on some annual festivities.
Good morning, everybody. All the children from grades K4 to 5th grade are welcome to come this morning and share the time with their parents. We're having a Dr. Seuss breakfast today in honor of Theodore Geisel's birthday. A great way to start the last day of the week. Hooray for Friday. We have pancakes and green eggs and ham for breakfast this morning. He gets roped into a lot of fun things here in Hamilton. He's my husband and he's retired, so he has lots of extra time on his hands.
Yeah, I've made a few pancakes. I've helped her out on and off for, a few decades.
This has been a tradition for over 20 years and people look forward to it. Jeremias, look at you! Oh, you look so handsome! 3, 2, 1. Out in the lobby, we have a 360 machine that takes videos.
Do you like this?
I like green eggs in ham.
The head teacher in charge, Mrs. Sousatopoulos.
Great way to start the day, right?
This is her last year retiring.
It's bittersweet. I'm going to miss it.
I met her when she was 16 and all she talked about was, I want to be a teacher.
I love seeing the children outside the classroom. Hi, how are you? It's so good to see you.
She will be greatly missed. Reading can be fun when we take the time to sit down and do it together. Do you like green eggs and ham?
I love reading. It's really important to me.
I would not like them here or there.
There's no better way to celebrate it than with a great Dr. Seuss book.
The end. You were a great audience.
Welcome to the 207th edition
of 4th of July in Linus. Who's ready for today?
This is the blanket run.
7 o'clock they open the gate, and you can run down to the field where you watch the fireworks later tonight from and set out your blankets, first gets choice spots.
These are some of the best fireworks in the area.
Yeah, they are.
Lidditz takes
No,
their
not some. They are the best.
4th of July very seriously.
This year we decided we would tailgate, so we did some scrambled eggs, and we got some diced ham and bacon over here.
We got here this morning at 5 a.m.
It was like about 6:30. Yes.
We got here probably around 4:15.
We have kind of found an area that we really like to sit in, and so it's a spot that's very popular. So we have to, make it sure that we get to where we want to be. So that's why we're here so early. I got here at 3:57, and it's always been a tradition in my family to get here super early. So I figured I was gonna get here at 4, but I woke up at 3:45, so I was like, I might as well just get up.
We're going to get started here in about 10 minutes with the countdown.
Most years it will go the whole way down to the entrance of the Lidditz Springs pool, and sometimes even further than that.
We've never been this far back before.
All the way back, are you ready?
So locked in. And we've been locked in since 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm ready to go.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, we're solid. We're solid. We got some fast kids.
There's always spots available, but we just like to get, the perfect spot.
I'm feeling good about it. I feel like we're going to be prime spot for the fireworks.
Yeah, clear shot, not behind a pole or anything, so super excited.
Let's go up here.
I think I've been lining up with my dad since about age 3 or 4, and I'm 28 now, so I've been doing it every year since. I haven't missed a year.
Little Pennsylvania town tradition. Good time.
Come on out. It's going to be a great day.
The community just keeps jumping on board. They come from everywhere. We just haven't stopped. We count them as we load them into the tractor trailers, blowing away last year's record of 318.
It's nonstop.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
It's a great feeling. Yeah. I have 3 kids, and it's great to help out the kids in Lancaster County. We can't fit them all in the trucks. I have a trailer back here. We're going to fill that and go there as well.
Nice bikes. Volunteers helping out as best we can. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. They'll go to a warehouse that we have over in Columbia, and they'll go there tonight, and then they'll get sorted by size or age group. Brings out the spirit in Christmas, and a lot of people just comment about how well things go with this type of activity for the kids and for the community.
What hits me the deepest is those few times that I go into the distribution center and I see a parent or a guardian of some sort taking the bicycle and the emotions that they have when they realize they can take a bike home to their child. That's when it hits me the hardest. With tears in their eyes, somebody just blown away, like they didn't know they could get a bicycle through the program. Today I probably got 3 or 4 calls saying, we want to be a part of this next year. We're going to destroy this record. We're going for 500. We're going for 700. I don't really have to ask anymore. They call me. When is the bike collection? What's the count? So it's great.
Coming up on our Behind the Lens special.
My wife has been trying to convince me for a couple years to slow down some, and I've been very contrary and say no.
He is well known around the Susquehanna Valley for the sweet treats he's been sharing for the past 60 summers. Coming up, we catch up with the Snowball Man as he serves his final one. They say all good things must come to an end, and we wrap up our special with the story of a York man who let us get a first-hand look at the end of an era.
Hello, hi. How are you folks?
Everyone knows snowball season
There's one root beer.
can only last so long.
I'll step down.
All right, thank you.
There we go.
For Bob Hauser,
There we go.
it's been a good run.
Well, you're quite welcome, and thank you. This is my 60th season this year.
Bob started selling the summer treats when he was 16.
We got cherry, grape, root beer, banana.
The business grew and kept Bob busy for decades. But age and arthritis have made things harder.
My wife has been trying to convince me for a couple years to slow down some, and I've been very contrary and say no.
Until now.
You gonna move to Hawaii now?
No.
Bob announced he's ready for a new season. retirement.
Yes.
He's on a bit of a farewell tour.
You have spread joy through this community.
Well, thank you. I hope so.
The memories are sweet, like the time a police officer followed Bob's truck with its lights on.
He got out of the car, put his hat on, and come walking up. He said, "You're hard to catch. I want a cherry snowball."
Then there are the families he's served for generations.
I told my wife just the other night, I don't have customers anymore. They're friends.
They feel the same way.
That's the hard part for me right now.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. When I see people now, I think I might never see them again.
While snowball season has come to an end, the moments
Syrup on it?
will last forever.
I see all the good people. Hi. And there's an awful lot of good people. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this WGAL News 8 special. For all of us on the News 8 team, I'm Ann Shannon.